Hi, yes, people. I am Chinghiz, together with you. Today, June 4th, 2025. Exactly 21 years ago, Putin and Ilham Aliyev Putin conspired with George W. Bush, United States President in time, starting launching the bunker system Tehran torture against me. So 21 years, each second, fully equipped, the brigades in bunker, which top secret, using against me banned weapons, electron weapons, sonic weapons, top secret high-tech devices using by them and programs, not yet, not public even, of artificial intelligence. Each second, each 10 minutes replaced by another 10 brigades, in each brigade 10, the high profiles, means generals, means in each second 100. Each second, each 10 minutes replaced by another 100. For push me additional, they allowed thousands Smiths, 90% of which police. This Ilham Aliyev bunker, both Putin, Israel, Netanyahu, Mossad helping Ilham Aliyev by high-tech devices and programs, by Putin green light. Behind Ilham Aliyev family, British monarch family, now Queen Charles and Princess Andrew with cocaine Kate, was Queen Elizabeth, with the MI65, with the Johnson, Sunak, Starmer, and now in White House, Trump. Again, she in White House because Rothschild and Co. Jewish Zionist elite which ruled the world. Behind all of that, secretly collaborated with Putin, for keeping under control each second by this system Tehran torture. They failed because I am from universe unity, my power and energy. They failed, failing finally. But it's not only about me. They were rulers. They decided to go a big war, and actually they now in pre-big war position by the live streaming genocides in Gaza, and not only Gaza, West Bank, Eastern Jerusalem, against Palestinians, launched, committed by Israel, authority of human animals, directed, ordered by Rothschild and Co. And Putin in Ukraine, also the genocidal action. This is a pretty big war. For that reason, Rothschild and Co. directly cooperating and collaborating with Putin. Without Putin, Rothschild and Co. realize in their mind, in their view, Without Putin, not be possible launch big war. And against me, against you, same names. People, this crucial point, same names. State conspired against me for keeping under control. Why? Why? More than $300 billion they spending during these 21 years. Why? Think about that. You have mind and soul. My mission from universe, unity, means from God. And they exactly know that at least 5 countries exactly, fact check, have this truth. And they keeping this truth as their top best secret. I wire it to universe unity. And they go big war. They knew my mission will finally stop them, Jewish Zionists rule the world. We replace the system which ruled the world. For that reason, they try to stop me. And also they go big war because their final aim from start, more than 1 century ago, late 19th century, they book their decision. After that, they book Protocols of Zion's Elders, or Protocols of Zion of Elders. They ideologically book, they roadmap, they already on final stage. They ruled the world already, nearly 1 century, secretly. Their final aim, rule the world publicly, means there should be new world. This new world, norm, laws, can say, but in the plan, there will absolute monarchy system of world. 5 billion of you, they will planning exterminate and will do that. Remaining 3.5 billion, they will chip fully. In New World Map, as outcome of the big war, will no more than 40-50 countries. One of the biggest countries will Israel on the plan. And they go big war. We can't prevent them, stop them. We have power. We're much more powerful than they. The power be secret, and money, blackmail, also underage sex, means Sodom Gomorrah lifestyle, secretly, and also blackmail, Epstein network, one of 5 the network. And this effectively working. They fully control it, America, Britain, EU, and absolute majority of EU countries, member countries, and worldwide by schemes. By schemes. They are everywhere. They acting as secret org. Another world, monetary world, which own it, fully own it by them. The system, financial system. And they everywhere. They power this everywhere. Political establishment, medias, more than 90% of Wall Street, they this. But if we together, we're much more powerful than they. and we should prevent them, the big war. How stopping Israel and United States means Netanyahu and Trump now in Gaza, and Putin in Ukraine by removing them from Palestinian land and from Ukraine. Do that not difficult, needed real action. And United Nations General Assembly did mistake, but we already know there was quote on opposition elections and quote each year General Assembly President elected 980th session of General Assembly President elected German Foreign Minister, former Baerbock, Annalena Murdar, United Nations General Assembly. You like that? Your President Murdar, human, animal, but so symbolic, because they, human animals, literally rule the world. Rothschild and Co. They faith to Satan, their lifestyle same accordingly. Sodom Gomorrah, no doubt. And their ideology based on their faith to Satan. They chosen by God. No God, sorry. They're chosen by most powerful power in universe, Satan, for rule world. Entire nations, others. Human animals, goyim. And such murdars as Annalena or Ursula von der Leyen, murdars, their tools, same, money, more money, other things, and blackmail. If some of them try disagree, working. Their quote this year should be from Europe. Quote work in this forum. Africa, Europe, America, Central America, after that Asia, and etc. This quote and this decision of General Assembly and all countries' members should comply. Why from Europe and why this Murdar Annalena? Quote Europe means European Union in this time. And European Union means Ursula von der Leyen and Germany and France, Italy, others who fully complicit, including Britain, in the genocide, life-saving genocide in Gaza, backing, financing, arming, continuation of that, excluded the blah blah, no action, blah blah but no action. And they decided to put their person, Annalena, because Rothschild and Co. understand if we will act together, General Assembly of United Nations, and will implement Uniting for Peace resolution, this truly real, very serious action which can destroy their plan, go big war, they destroy their plan, annex Palestine. For that reason, this murdar there. And you comply with this court proceedings. This you can understand. Also you can understand 1 year. Huh? But listen, they decide big war this autumn, or no later than in first half of next year. By Annalena there. This crucial point. What we shall do in this reality? Okay, they used court proceedings and did that. Satanic evil, all the action. Annalena fully supported genocide against Palestinians, attack of these facilities, hospitals, schools, bakeries, United Nations, their facilities, their children, their women, more than 20,000 children, nearly more than 50,000, at least, both figures at least, civilians killed already, and continuation of that, and starvation. And Annalena publicly defend that. Netanyahu, Israel action on the blah blah, Hamas terrorism. Go and watch. This symbolic. Human animal, President of United Nations General Assembly, 80th session. So symbolic. And maybe good. Should be. Because it should be force you, United Nations member countries, finally join to my call, join me, and implement uniting for peace resolution of United Nations. Sanctions, embargo, boycott Israel, and suspension Israel from United Nations until Israel will leave Palestine territory. Same time, create force and send to Gaza and West Bank and Eastern Jerusalem and the United Nations flag. We will not have other option, and we will succeed. We will stop them, both together, same time. Sanctions, embargo, boycott, and force we're sending there for protect Palestinians, for real time, really stop genocide. Blah blah or statements, no working. Some weak sanctions also not will work. Real action will work. And we will see how Annalena and who behind them, I said who, will try block or barrier or complicate our together move. I say, so they're starving people, killing them. Trump, Netanyahu, directly, exactly, Trump and Netanyahu, and behind Trump, Congress, both House and Senate. Another day, United States institutions, and Netanyahu, authority of human animals, and this murdar Trump, all based on fact check what I saying, why I call them human animals, based on fact check on their actions. Violating international law, norm, genocide conventions, other conventions, doing more, call it for that even more. Human animal means human animal. They're financing live streaming genocide, arming. This Trump murdar. And Netanyahu created some so-called GHF foundation, humanitarian foundation. And there people starved already more than 2 months. They already, people died, including children, because no food. And they forced them go 15 kilometers in this condition after 2 months of starvation. Put them as in Nazi Germany time in some cages, concrete. I posted in my Chinghiz live this photo. And also using them other such measures, humiliated them, dropped boxes after that for stampede. People hungry. And when stampede, called that as treat to their soldiers, opening fire and killing. This scenario in real time they implemented, did. In Khan Yunus too, in central Gaza, Nusayrat too. And also they financing, back it, link it to ISIS, Al-Shahab gang, for additional use this force against Palestinians, civilians, taking from them this humanitarian aid. We are seeing these videos. What means genocide? And then in real time, this Putin, part of that, no doubt, but now, Netanyahu and Trump, literally, by their action, show to entire world, Palestinians, human animals. They deserve that. And no doubt. Same they view about entire world, all of you. Go and read Protocols of Elders of Zion. They exactly live stream forum, acting and planning act, and all the action and plan based on this, the ideological book. All of you go in, human animals. And they big war. They're planning to use nuke, tactical nuke, start for fuel big war. And Putin in Ukraine, and not only against Ukraine. And after that, big war will enough fuel it. They will start to use biological weapons. dozen same time viruses. Each one much more powerful, speed and deadly than COVID-19. Dozens same time viruses and no vaccines. You will die. 5 billion. They're planning that. Look what they're doing, and same view about all of you. And you already should realize in your mind, if they will succeed launch big war, they will exterminate 5 billion of you. No doubt. But we can prevent, stop them. I say how. And we're much more powerful. This crucial point. If we together will act. So no waste time. They plan to do that in this autumn or no later than in first half of next year. Iran. They're planning with Iran. Not only airstrikes against Iranian nuclear facilities. About nuke people. Finally, United States and Western so-called civilization, political establishment, final mask dropped it from their face. A long time was blah blah about nuke. Increasing nuke, this increasing risk of nuke war. Huh? That's true. If not be increasing, can happen this maths. But what in reality you're seeing, they're using their nuke when in opposite in their target country without nuke. What about that? What about the imperialism, colonialism, and they plan to go big war? And what Iran should do when United States and Russia and EU and NATO means not they failed, intentionally broke, spit on Budapest Memorandum, which take from Ukraine nukes and guaranteed it full security from any intervention. This Trump did, Biden, Trump, previous administrations. When Putin invaded on Crimea, annexed Crimea in 2014, if Ukraine today have even third part of the nuke, even less, Putin never will invade and annex Ukraine, including Crimea. What about Iran? Murdar Netanyahu and Murdar Trump. Again, blah blah about nuke. Iran will have same scenario about North Korea, also same, but it's not same country. their difference. Iran, country, Muslim country, and back it, Palestinians. 2. And Israel, Zionists, and not only Israel, world rulers, Zionist elite plans widen in region by implementing the plans about big Israel. And Iran here sees barrier. And Iran nearly, if not yet, can nuke. And this will be very complicated on the Netanyahu-Trump view and Rothschild and Co. behind them. The expansion plan. In this about nuke case, officially, they're talking actually about that. This is about country security. When opposite have nuke and threaten them. But goodwill, we did that. I did that. Goodwill. Obama can say, without me, there are no deal. Iran absolutely not was believe in United States and any day action. I'll call them, join me, and we will succeed. Iran decided to do that, step by step. And there was deal. But Trump broke that in first term. Now more. Blah, blah, Iran, United giving Iran some things. Not will work. Not will work. Why? Their lives in genocide. Directly linked. They are not separate, these cases. This is one case. And it's about entire world. I against all countries who have, against nuke programs, nuke capability of all countries who have nuke. And we will do that. My mission will do that possible, as I promise you. We will have technology, and we will create our world by preventing the big war and replacing the system which nearly 1 century ruled the world by our full transparent system which will create peace, dignity, justice, transparency. And after that, what I promise is about universe unity. You will have in our each step knowledge, technology of universe unity. First step, light speed technology. No light technology, light speed technology. And this will give impact of you, all countries, world, same time. Opportunity to disable any mass destructive weapons, including nuke. This is about high-tech. How? You will see, you will know how. These simple things. It's about universe unity. This is my position about including nuke. and other mass destructive weapons. But reality, what you're witnessing. Iran authority can choose which one they decided. I not call them, in this case, they have a right how protect their country. I go deal with United States, lifting sanctions, economy, or by, if not yet, creating, making nukes. I'm doing this publicly. I'm warning countries who try target Iran about responsibility of the attack against Iran. Iran authority can and must choose. I calling United States, Russia, Britain, France, China, India, Pakistan, North Korea, Israel. Start, dismantle your nukes fully, overwhelmingly, and immediately. This is official, I call. I say, including Iran if they also already have. It's about this. And they are, how these murdars acting. Norman Finkelstein, specialist on Jewish Zionism, historian, he written a book, and here shortly 3 minutes 40 seconds, okay, video in the view what happening and what Israel and means Netanyahu and Trump planning to do.
Because the Hamas have been taking most of the
Stop the lying, Benny.
and then, selling
try
it to
to
the
stop lying
merchants.
for 1 minute.
And then
Benny, you've reduced yourself to the level of a Holocaust denier. It's a real shame that you have sunk so low. Benny, you have to remember manners. I'll remember the massacres, and you remember manners. I'm speaking now.
Norman.
With all due respect to you, Piers, I think there's a misunderstanding about what's been happening since October 7th. Once October 7th happened, it was a crisis for Israel. About that, there's no dispute. But it was also viewed, as the cliche had it, it was also an opportunity. And the opportunity was to once and for all solve the Gaza question. Now, from day one, it was perfectly obvious that the goal of Israel was to solve the Gaza question through 3 methods. 1, ethnic cleansing. 2, make Gaza unlivable. And 3, mass killing, mass death and destruction. Now, if you look at it from that vantage point, the operation has been hugely successful. I don't know why, with all due regard, and I do respect you, I don't know why you keep saying it's been unsuccessful. They've destroyed about 90% of the housing in Gaza. They've destroyed about half the hospitals in Gaza. They've destroyed about half the universities in Gaza. They've destroyed about half the arable land in Gaza. Gaza won't be habitable any time in the next 2 decades, according to the best estimations by the international community, international organizations, the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, UNCTAD, and so forth. It's been hugely successful. Where we're at now is the final phase. And the final phase is why all the rats, like the leadership in the UK right now, and the French, and the Canadians, they're trying to jump off the sinking ship because they know exactly what Israel has in mind. We're now at the apocalypse, the final phase. Mr. Morris has written a lot about 1948 in Israel, and in fact, what's happening now is very similar to what happened in October 1948. If you read his books, which I have, you see a massive escalation of atrocities during the 1948 war as they're trying to finish the job. And now Israel is trying to finish the job. If you read your own Financial Times, it described very beautifully what this Gaza Humanitarian Foundation was about. They were going to set up 2 or 3 distribution points in the south of Gaza. And then everybody from the north and the middle of Gaza would have to go to the south in order to get food or water or medicine. And then when everybody was congregated in the south, what do you think is going to happen? Exactly what happened in October 1948. There were going to be the massacres. You know what they were going to say. There was rioting. There was rioting at the food distribution centers. The IDF felt afraid. And then it started to fire. And then they hoped in one fell swoop they could send the whole population over the border into Egypt.
He likes to lecture.
It's perfectly obvious what Israel is doing now. It's the last stage, or I should say, it's the final stage of the final solution. And now some of the Western leaders don't want to have to dirty their hands with it. So suddenly people like Lamy are discovering that it's intolerable, the situation in Gaza. Guess what? It's been intolerable since October 8th.
Norman Finkelstein, truth, who are they, Jewish Zionists, and backed by political establishment of Western countries, and why backed by them, are revealing that. Before me, there are many fighters, for several at least, try to reveal the truth about Jewish Zionist elite ruling world. But there are no way squat, dome, fully covered US people. There are no way you can leave this dome. No way. Only together with me you can. Truth is. And I'm calling you, saying you, talking to you, what we shall do, and we shall do that immediately, now, without delay. United for Peace Resolution of United Nations General Assembly. Interesting tweet. Lily, sorry, not name full. Did you know the United Nations wanted to make food a humanitarian, fundamental human right? Again, did you know the United Nations wanted to make food a fundamental human right? Only 2 countries voted against it. Can you guess which 2 countries? I wonder why. Who, people? Who? When this was 2021, 4 years ago. Look. This tweet, this croc asked about truly this story and grok reacting. They claim that two countries voted against a United Nations proposal to make food a fundamental human right in 2021 appears true. Based on United Nations records, Resolution 76-166. The United States and Israel were the two countries that voted no, United States and Israel, with 186 voting yes and 5 not voting. The United States opposed it, viewing right to food as goal not an obligation, citing issues with the resolution's provisions. Israel's reasons are less clear, possibly aligning with the United States stance. The post is not it, but the topic is complex and skepticism is warranted without full context. Check United Nations records or news like The Guardian for details. So, 2021, two countries voted against two food, fundamental human rights, which should be. We already in 21st century, we passed it, put in past 2 world wars and others atrocities, including crises, depressions, Great Depression too, financial crisis, 9/11, etc., all of that. And finally, when such thing happening, humanity coming to level when should think about future, near future too, for protect themselves from such things as wars, other such very deadly crises. But United States and Israel voted against. They plan this go to Rothschild. There's no United States freely initiative. And Israel not back it United States because United States did that and Israel aligned with them. This not. This is because Rothschild and Co. They plan. Of course, they, again, decade of years ago, go to their final goal, big war. And very remarkable, The country was against this resolution, which can more protective to countries, people who poor or undertreated. Purely evil, satanic position. Well, another interesting tweet. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Israel decided to block a visit by the foreign minister of Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Egypt, Jordan, Qatar, and Turkey to the Palestinian Authority, which was planned for last Sunday, Israeli official says. The above law, they can live stream forum can be genocide. They can break all diplomatic norms too, because they above law. They choosing, and you entitled you, who go in practice live stream. You're witnessing that. I repeatedly talking about that before your eyes happening, all of that. And these countries remain silent, no action, only statement, blah blah. Without action, some statement is blah blah, obviously. In reality, when they are happening live streaming genocide, in this reality, statements without action, blah blah blah. We have other theme, but I should return to here later, little bit later. These two. What about this? The child. Beautiful Palestinian child, teeny child. The rescue. His hand. And Israel, and after Netanyahu, Trump, bombing them, the camps, the shelters. I survived this miracle, or this, this thing protected him or her. Look. This reality of Palestinians, real time. Assault, Israel is still burying babies under rubble. This is one of the lucky ones. Imagine how many are still buried. And that's true. Francesca Albanese. Gaza, rescuing who remains. Replying to this photo. Rescuing who remains. Amnesty International. The horrific incident in Rafah yesterday, in which Israeli forces shot at starving Palestinians attempting to receive food near a militarized distribution site run by the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, GHF, Mr. Trump Netanyahu, demands an immediate independent investigation. They attack it, kill it, civilians who come take humanitarian aid, proposed by Trump and Netanyahu. They come. You start 2 months, 60 days. Already you start dying. Come, I'm giving you this food. Trump saying, I'm a good man, good president. I'm giving you humanitarian food. They're coming. And fire. Truth. Brazilian President Lula da Silva. What we are seeing is not a war between two armies. There is a fully professional army killing women and children in the Gaza Strip. Okay. Name here also who replaying. Not so. Sorry for that. But it's a Palestinian baby, same photo. Survived baby who rescued by rescuer. So this will not lead the international headlines. And Israel enablers will simply shrug and carry on. Of course, that is a teeny baby. Wolfke tweeting. Breaking. Israel is firing at the hungry people who came for the American aid. Again. Trump Netanyahu. Duet. Coordinated action. Norman Finkelstein, I will read his tweet. Video already you watched, this other tweet, other day. Surprise! During an appearance last week on Piers Morgan Uncensored, this video what already I show you, I stated the following about the proposed humanitarian distribution centers in Gaza. The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation will set up 2 or 3 distribution points in the south of Gaza, and then everybody from the north and middle of Gaza would have to go to the south in order to get food or water or medicine. And then when everybody is congregated in the south, what do you think is going to happen? There are going to be the massacres. You know what Israel is going to say. There was rioting at the food distribution centers. The IDF felt afraid, and then it started to fire. What did the New York Times report this morning after yet another large-scale IDF Israel Army massacre at a distribution center that killed at least 27? In the latest violence on Tuesday, the Israeli military said their troops last Tuesday, today Wednesday, means yesterday, the Israeli military said their troops fired near a few people who had strayed from the designated road to the side and who did not respond to warning shots. The statement called them suspects and said they had posed a threat to soldiers. The army people. Said the troops fired near few people who had stayed from the designated road to the side and who did not respond to warning shots. The statement called them suspect and said they had posed a threat to soldiers. It was as surprising as Dracula sucking the blood of his victims. Tweeting Norman Finkelstein. And this important also tweet from, again sorry, here, but Financial Times article, quote, the Bank of Israel invests about a quarter of its relatively large stock of reserves in Europe, which a freeze would make unavailable for the financial stabilization function and could in time be put towards any compensation due to Palestinians. Of course, should happen. This is about sanctions measures. EU should stop this association agreement with Israel. Other countries, including EU itself and member countries, and not only member, Britain, other countries should immediately start use sanctions, embargo, boycott. Literally. Start to that. And entire world should do same. But this not means they're acting as one team. These different things. But it's good if they will do. But no doubt they are not. Again, some weak action, no impacted action can happen. Sanctions, semi-sanctions. Even United States and means Rothschild and Co. Against semi-sanctions, they warning Britain, France, they no recognize Palestinians as state. What about sanctions? Again. What this? Okay. Luigi Daniele. Oh, and of course, let's kill starving civilians after letting them walk for 15 kilometers, close them in cages for hours, and then draw them boxes and let them stomp each other to survive like less than animals is totally lawful. Squid Game law. It's not about this video, but this video also can be about how Israel using together with Trump, Netanyahu Trump, this starvation and this Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, and continue do they massacre, genocide for ethnic cleansing. And this video there was fire from Apache helicopter of Israel army. There was massacre. Many people was killed as cattle from helicopter by a machine gun. What is video about that? And people, until we will act and stop them by our action, which we can, we much more powerful than they not to stop it. They will do full genocide and ethnic cleansing of entire Palestine, not only Gaza, West Bank, Eastern Jerusalem, by real action. I'm talking about real action. Uniting for peace resolution, more than 170 countries acting as one team. This key point. And we will prevent the big war, and we will stop them in Gaza. Also, we will stop Putin in Ukraine. I say, words not working. Semi-sanctions not will work. Truth. I say, without delay now, join me and start implement Uniting for Peace resolution of United Nations General Assembly. I say. And climate crisis, real power, threat. You can kill all of you, humanity, without nuke. Without nuke war, using strategic nuke. Without that, you will extinct. And more than 90% of our species too. Truth. Coming. Avalanche effect of climate crisis coming. More and more data, studies revealing by scientists, confirming what I'm talking about. Avalanche effect of climate crisis coming. It will happen, your humanity not have power, knowledge, high techs for stop avalanche effect of climate crisis. Avalanche effect will happen because planet Earth affected by you. Planet Earth organism. This not means life, are going to have heart beating out. This not. But structure, this one. Organism. Ties, linking. Triggers. Not only atmosphere level or ground level or underground level, including magna, including all of that. Direct thyself, direct, and also space, solar system, planets, sun, planets. This is different. What you know, you say, yeah, magnetic there somewhere. I'm talking about different things. About different things I'm talking. Organism and structure. You affected planet Earth. Avalanche effect coming. We can prevent. Not too late for that. There are power for prevent, not a power for stop if avalanche effect will occur. Trigger the big war will trigger avalanche effect very overwhelmingly. Avalanche effect will happen in coming years. And all of you will extinct. Not only 5 billion of you, which planned by world rulers, Jewish Zionist elite. Entire of you, more than 8 billion of you. What will happen to Earth? I repeatedly said that. Even possible asteroid impact, because you, humanity, very seriously impacted in worse way planet Earth. Which organism and ties, including two asteroid belts. There are several asteroids will impact planet Earth, several. Bigger, smaller. But you bigger. Will not will. You think you will put rockets with nuke, they will bomb this asteroid. This not will happen. In practice, you're not able to protect yourself by such action. You can fire the rocket and impact by satellite with nuke on some asteroid which, in your view, can impact planet Earth. It's possible. But I'm talking about different things again. Avalanche effect, you're in this situation, and there, what's happening to planet Earth? I think flood, all huge form, flood, drought, absurd, not truth, flood, drought, wildfires, earthquakes. Which magnitude? 15 plus. Volcanoes, not only with fresh Etna, worldwide. And from space, asteroids. You're not able to stop that. If we not will prevent, not to stop climate crisis now, it is possible, not too late. What you should do, immediate phase out from dirty energy. Any carbon dioxide produced material which you're using in your economy, including methane, only zero emission, only zero emission. Immediately plan and do. In near years, 1 decade, 2035, we can do that. Worldwide zero emission economy. This is possible together with me. And you shall do that for be survived. If not, avalanche effect will happen. But here, other threat. World rulers, big war. We should prevent them in first place. If not, avalanche effect will trigger it by the big war and will happen much more earlier. What you did, humanity, you're facing now. You're facing now. Okay? That's okay. This is fine. And this is about 2-year average. Today, 2 years. It was fighting 1.5. You have before 2050 5 degrees. You will die. Other than him, you will have new climate on which you as biological form not will able adapt. No food, no water, no. I say. So, look, when asteroid will impact planet Earth. Video from Instagram I take for show you what this means. Asteroid. From start, people. From start. Sorry, Italy. This is not only about you. This video is. But impact. Mostly correct. The planet Earth after impact. And there's also interesting thing about climate and this. What this? This is our planet. No Neptune. The planet Earth. This side of the earth you never see. Good, beautiful. Why you never see that? Look, from, sorry again. This is what half of Earth looks like. Centered on the Pacific Ocean, this view of Earth shows a side we almost never see. One dominated not by continents, but by endless water. The Pacific Ocean is so vast, it covers more area than all the continents combined. Out here lies Point Nemo, the most remote spot in the ocean, over 2,600 kilometers from the nearest land. Fun fact, this area is used as a final resting place for defunct spacecraft, earning it the airy nickname Spacecraft Cemetery. The cemetery, people. Yeah? Think about that. Spacecraft Cemetery. And there's one more problem. What about junk on orbit? They are huge number. I will try one of next Chinghiz live show this video too. I see these apocalyptic pictures. And who did that? You, humanity, you did that. Why are you doing that? System pushing that. Growth, economy, competition, aggressive, competitive. This is not system pushing you to that. Allow you, no problem. We'll take their project, do? Not yet. About geoengineering, we'll take, do, but not will. Geoengineering for take carbon dioxide from atmosphere or such things, other technologies. You will not have that in scale when you facing avalanche effect. You will not have time. This can happen decades of years later. Why are they talking about that? Reason. People, think about it. You facing extinction. They knew that. Same anyway. They're revealing they already have some devices. They will improve that, and this will blah blah. And this, of course, actually after decades and decades of years can happen in scale which can helpful. But you not have time of this decade of years towards this. Friend Leo, Pontifex. Pope Leo XIV says, families are the cradle of humanity's future. Marriage, the measure of true love between man and woman. Truth. You're destroying all of that. Try and destroy. Who destroying? I see you. World rulers, Jewish Zionist elite, Rothschild and Co. They faiths to Satan. Their lifestyle same. Sodom Gomorrah. They're planning in their new world as outcome of their big war. Create monarchy system, absolute monarchy. And there will 40, 50 countries in New World map, normal, which fully will belong to world. Only one institution is absolute monarchy institution. There will Emperor Rothschild and hierarchy, and their faith. They're 3 billion, no more. 5 billion already exterminated. And there's 3.5 billion fully chipped. They faith. Official religion world to Satan. This means lifestyle. Absolute 180 degrees opposite of truth, which doing possible your life, your existence as humanity. This way to God and family, man, woman, marriage, child. Only way. For we survive and join to university, we have only way, and my mission for that. By preventing the big war and replacing the system with satanic, evil and ruled world, nearly 1 century secretly, by our transparent system, which will create peace, justice, dignity, equality to all nations around the world. After that, we will work together in our only way, okay? And each step, we will have more and more. You will change humanity. Even your physiology will change. Because universality. I say. And they're destroying all values, your main values, humanity. Using for that as tool, LGBTQ, as tool. Most of them not aware of that. But ask them, they will know, and that will true. But this not means other thing. They use it by useful idiots, by Rothschild and Co. for destroy your humanity main value, which is doing possible your life, protecting you. And doing possible work in our own way and join to university together with me. If not, you will die as you witnessing before your eyes. You facing 2 deadly challenges. We will end you, end your life, humanity. Climate crisis and a big war plan and 5 billion of extermination of you, but actually big war will trigger again avalanche effect of climate crisis, which will kill remainings. It's this remaining 3.5 billion I say. So, I remain under the control. I remain under the system terror and touch each second they obviously before your eyes try this by destroying my health, kill me. Intervene to all, including to my food, when I eating, Gestapo operation, when I sleeping, Gestapo operation, when I at apartment, system terror and touch each second, when outside, same. Who doing that? Same names. Or they, before your eyes, doing genocide, live streaming in Palestine and Ukraine, and planning go to big war. Decided to do that, and they will do that by any way until we, by our action, forcibly means that by our action, will do impossible. They will go. How I repeatedly talking. Stop Israel in Palestine. Stop Putin, finally. I say, do that not difficult. Together we can. I say, I'm waiting when all this will end for leave Azerbaijan and my mission can continue only in civilized form, people. Not under the system terror and torture. No way. You will lose me and my mission from universal unity. If all this will continue as usual, should end, United Nations decided to that, recognized me, my existence as phenomenon, so I can live, sign it all papers by Putin, you have met Putin. So I can live, but there are no money for buy ticket and live. There are no country who officially invited me. By this forum, yes, they are United Nations, they are Japan, but in real time, this is not yet happening. There should be a booking ticket for me. I should be informed. And I will take this ticket and leave. And there should be visa. There should be United Nations docs about recognition of me as phenomenon and protection of my rights. This means docs should give me some protection in finance case too, until I will start do my mission, and of course together with you, using our opportunity. This is about money too, money to you, my mission to you. Because World Monetary World, there are other things not working. Not yet. We're planning change that, replace that. But until that, there should be money. So, and money for you, my money, I will use mostly for our together working together, for joining to universal unity, later now for finally stop Jewish Zionist elite rule of the world by replacing the system by our full transparent and very peaceful system. I say, today these Earth's people, I am Chinghiz together with you.